Elaine Trumpetto, Executive Director of the Council on Addiction and Prevention and Education of Dutchess County, applauds the Attorney General's office for their efforts against prescription drug abuse. But she says the decade-long fight has now a new battle. Just last week, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved Oxycontin for use in children ages 11 to 16 years old.
A little over a decade ago, as the emergence of Oxycontin was entering the market, it was proposed to be used in the same way that they're proposing the use for the 11 to 16-year-olds, which is, for long-term chronic conditions, chronic pain, which would really be a small percentage of the population. And what we saw over that decade worth of time was it rolled out to the general public in ways that nobody ever expected it to. And with that, once the efforts of the Attorney General came into play, and we pushed back with the prescription drug monitoring program, namely iStop, we learned that the Oxycontin, which is effectively synthetic heroin, made a quick shift to heroin, which of course Dutchess County, the Mid-Hudson Valley, New York State, the entire eastern seaboard is still reeling from. That being said, it's almost, I guess the question that comes into my mind is what lessons have been learned through this that we are now going to apply to an even younger generation of folks who may very well be exposed to this, and a very susceptible level of folks, 11 to 16-year-olds. The younger that individuals are exposed to any substance, the greater the likelihood is, actually if it's under 15, 16 years old, young people who are exposed to substances have anywhere from a 4 to 5 time increase possibility in dealing with an adulthood that they are challenged by dependence. That's a very frightening prospect.
And Trumpetto says, bottom line, to combat the prescription drug abuse epidemic, CAPE has community coalitions in place that promote awareness, information, and education.
To create a framework that one could use over and over again, because what we know is that while heroin is clearly a problem for us today, the drugs of choice change over time. Trends change. So what kind of framework can we have in place that will allow our communities to be better educated, better aware, make them more accountable and responsible for understanding that their health lies in their hands and the health of their children lies in their hands. So what do they need to know?
For more resources and information, log on to capedc.org. For HVNN, I'm Donna Ryer.